Hello there. I'm so glad to be here and happy to be here. We got that high school reunion in the bag. It's over. I tell you what, it was so noisy. And like I said, I didn't know anybody except that one guy that was, Bob, and my two brothers and my sister-in-law, and James, bless his heart, he took me. They had good food, so we enjoyed it. And now Bella's here, and she wants to help me do this video. And so we got that over with. And this morning, I'm making a cherry cobbler while James is at church, and I'm going to stream in a little bit. It hasn't started yet, but I'll take care of that later because I like to hear John Carmichael preach. Now, I'm going to tell y'all about some of my youth. Back when I was younger, back when I was married to number one, before he went into service. Look, I want to show you this. That's why I didn't. This I got at the yard sale yesterday. I got two of them, different kinds. I never saw nothing like it. Of course, I learn new things all the time. But look at this. It's magnet. Can you believe that? And isn't that pretty? $1. I just really like it. But you have to snap it, and it just stays right there. So when I was younger and when I was a little girl, we would go to Winning's meat packing company. And I had relatives that worked there at Central Barron, Indiana. And it was a big meat packing company. And they made these pork weenies like this. These are pork weenies with black pepper in them. And the boss, the owner, had a daughter. And she was my good friend. And when I would go down and visit with her, she'd say, let's walk through the factory and see what all we got. They had bologna, they had salami. She said, just get whatever you want and eat it right now. Well, I would do that because I always like to eat. And I took me one out this morning, and I got it right here. And you can eat them as they are. They're pre-cooked, and you can just take a bite. That's what I'm eating for breakfast this morning. A pork weenie. And this is the same recipe that my friend Juanita's daddy had. Her name was Juanita. She married the boy that I thought he was so handsome. His name was Johnny Rainbow, and he was a gypsy. His family traveled every summer to do things. They're all gone. I tell you what, when I went to that high school reunion, and there was only two of us there, me and Bob Lambert, and he's 90, and he'll be 91, I think he said, in August, and I'll be 91 in September. And I said to myself, I don't know if I want to go to any more of them or not. And then this little voice seemed to say in the background, how do you know you'll be here? It's up to the Lord. Whatever happens, happens. It's in his hands. I'm not going to worry about it. We're going to trust in the Lord. Did I read you that verse I was going to? Or did I lose it? It was so good. No, I didn't. Here it goes. And I have used this many times. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not unto your own understanding. Kiddos, there's a lot of stuff we don't understand. And that's when we lean on the Lord. And that's a fact, Jack. That's the truth. And I do it all the time. And I thought, I may never go to another one of these. And then I thought, well, that won't be the end of the world because that ain't this much fun. Got to fix my wig. Every so often, I want to look cute for y'all. And I got a close-up, and it showed all my wrinkles, and that was disgusting. They're there. These iPads camouflage them. It's the same as a makeup lift. You know what? There was an actress by the name of Loretta Young. And she had a TV show, and it was a good show, and she came on every week. And as she got older, she started wrinkling up. Well, she didn't get a facelift. And you could tell what she was doing. She would have a thin, like clear, and put it over her face like this, and excuse me, Where's my coffee? I'm going to be all right. So they would just put a thin veil over her face whenever she had close-ups. In the distance, you couldn't see it. So that's the way I am. But anyhow, I had two uncles and an aunt and different ones that worked at weddings. Now, you cannot get these hot dogs just anywhere. So as we was going to the high school reunion, there's a restaurant in Palmyra, which we had to go through on the way, that still gets them and sells them. So I got us some and put in the freezer. James just loves them. So we'll be having them. And when Buddy and I were free back, I don't remember, it was before we went to the Navy or afterward. But anyhow, we would go buy winnings. I think it was before. And we would buy 2 or 3 pounds of those weenies and take them out to the farm. And I had all those little old brothers, bless their heart. And we would have a weenie roast. And we just enjoyed that so much. We would get buns and we would buy mustard and stuff to go with it. And we would have a big old weenie roast. They would build them a bonfire. I'm all right. My nose is running. That's life. You just have to go with the flow. And I've heard that before. And I'm going to finish this weenie. And you know what? That's enough protein to do me till lunch. And maybe we'll go out for lunch. Fun, fun, fun. That food was good yesterday. You know, I still enjoy food so much. And I thank the Lord for that. Because a lot of senior citizens lose their appetite. And, you know, James had lost his a few months ago. So you know what I did? Grandma got on the Google thing. Did you know you can get Grandma Lois on Google now? That's amazing. Anyway, I Googled it. What would cause a person to get their appetite back? And you know what they recommended? Fish oil. Okay, so I went out and I got some of the best fish oil I could buy at the Walmart. And it's real good. I researched it. It's recommended highly. And so he's been taking it now, maybe 4 months or so, I don't know. Enough that yesterday he said, you know, I pigged out at that dinner. He said, maybe I ought to quit the fish oil. I said, no. And so I got my phone and I pulled up what all is fish good for. Well, it's good for your liver. It's good. It has, it's good for lots of things. Google it. I'm glad I Googled it because I said, honey, I haven't been taking them. But, of course, my appetite is really good. But I don't take fish oil. I said, I think I'm going to have to add that to my vitamins because it helps so many other things. Like I don't have high blood pressure. I don't have diabetes. I just have to treat my feet with that rebuilder I was telling y'all about. This is so good. I'm going to let y'all go and say have a blessed day on this Sunday. Let me wipe my nose. And it's been fun. I got up this morning and heavens to Murgatroyd. I couldn't believe it. It had went up so much. Subscribers, you know, I truly don't understand it. And that's a fact. I looked at it, and I'm looking at it right now on my big iPad. But I looked at Chit Chat with Granny Pat the other day. She had on 2 sets of pearls. So I thought, I got another set. I'll just get them out and wear them. Look at that, Granny. Us grannies are fun, aren't we? She is fun. I just love her. Anyway, I like pearls. And us older women, we like pearls. And she don't usually wear pearls. She does these beautiful glasses. Now, when I do glasses, I found one yesterday. This one. I don't think I wore this one yet. But look at this. Now, is that stylish? Oh, I think this is the one I wore when I said, hello, darling. Because that's what that one singer used to say. And he wore sunglasses. Conway Twitty. Hello, darling. So, hello, you darlings. God bless you. Looks like Grandma's not shutting up this morning. She's having too much fun. You know, I really enjoy talking to y'all. I guess that's why I keep doing it all the time. I say, I got that audience out there. What can I tell them now? Well, I want to tell you one thing. It's a good life when you serve the Lord. Everything don't go perfect. Now, don't think just because you give your life to Jesus that all the bad times are gone. They're not. No. Sorrow comes, and we all have trials and tribulations. But with the help of the Lord, and I know this for sure, children, we will get through. And it's not easy. And you may do a lot of crying, but the Bible says that He stores up our tears. And goodbye, darling. Grandma's going to check out. Still trusting in the Lord and not my own understanding. Oh, yeah, I was going to tell you how many. I can look on my iPad, see how many is signed up now. I do that before I go. It's so much fun. Oh, my goodness. I look at this all the time. 67,283. It's another miracle of God, because I don't understand it, but I'm not going to lean on my own understanding. I'm going to lean on the Lord, and that's what I want y'all to do. Walk that path where Jesus would be pleased with you. Grandma's checking out. Love you. Bye-bye.